Hello again. Welcome back on my YouTube channel. I'm back again with another video. So I'm just gonna talk about things that I think like a lot of us are actually experience that whenever you're doing something or life or anything. So I'm just gonna talk about you not giving up. Don't give up. Whatever that you're doing, I don't know your situation. I don't know what you lost. I don't know how much pain you are in. I'm not gonna pretend like, oh fuck, I know what you're going through or whatsoever. Just know that you don't give up. Don't give up on life. The thing is about life, there is actually a reason why you still have oxygen in your body. There is still a reason why you're still alive, or your soul still attached with your body. Like, there are plenty of reason why you're still alive. I don't know how many times I felt like God is not listening to me. Like back in the days, I used to not see that things are actually happening for me rather than things are actually, because in the past I used to think like things are actually happening to me rather than things are happening for me. Because the thing is, when things are actually happening for you, you're not gonna experience pleasant things only. You're gonna experience a lot of things that are actually happening in your life that are also unpleasant, that can make sense. The pain that you're going through will make sense later. There's whatever that you're going through, it will be your strength later. You don't know. So a lot of things will, most of the time, will make sense. Some of us don't have that kind of perspective within ourselves. Probably you're giving up. I don't know what situation you're keep going through. Maybe you're feeling like you don't have anybody. You are actually lonely. You don't experience any kind of a support that you actually need. I don't know why we assume that we don't experience support, because like when you're looking at life, we like when you're looking at life and where you were at, you will know that support always been there. It's just that we are programmed to believe that the only time that we're actually receiving support, it has to be physical support. But we forget that how many people thought people have their back, how many people thought these people actually care about them, care about their growth, to until they realize these people are the same people that are actually hindering their growth. Because we program ourselves to believe the only time that we actually receive support, it's only when it's actually physical. We act like we don't know that we are like the blend of things are actually happening. Spiritual, the spiritual support, receiving help from the other side, like there's actually a blend of support you can actually receive. Sometimes it's a stranger's support, which is okay. So like we're not alone. Whatever that you're going through, you are not all alone. You are not alone. Like recently, like I think it was last year or this year early, when I actually was going through something, and then I commented on a video. I don't know who was actually, I don't remember who that video was, who was actually watching this whole video to them, but he was a spiritual teacher. And then I commented, when I commented, like probably like 2 weeks or so, once someone commented like, oh my god, I thought I was actually alone in this, like the situation is the same as my situation, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, wow, like I thought like I was alone. That's how much we're very much connected. That's why sometimes you like, sometimes you even like, it's not only God that actually sends support to each other. Sometimes you can actually send message to other people telepathically. Tele, telepathically, we can communicate with each other through our own mind. We can communicate with others through spiritual. Sometimes we just need that. That's why out of the blue, we actually, you're coming across a video that actually say exactly what you're going through, that help you with something that you're actually going through. Maybe like, like it's like a confirmation, because obviously telepathically you were communicating. This is something that you wanted to hear. Probably you had to hear it from someone, be in a same situation whereby you, like probably you are in a room whereby someone gonna say exactly what you need to hear. Probably it's a confirmation for whatever that you're going through. Probably through bumping to a quote that it actually makes sense, or through your social network, through YouTube, whatever that is, that you're gonna end up hearing the message that you actually need to hear, because the support is always there. It's just that like when you stop being also obsessed with the physical support, and understand that support can come in many ways. It does not always come in like physically support. Even those people who actually think they are supporting you physically, not all of them are genuinely supporting you. Sometimes they're just there for you until you make it big, and then they say that okay, now you make it. Or maybe sometimes they don't want you to make it big. They're constantly just one of those people who say things for you to give up, for you uh to put you out of your path, or whatsoever that the intention is. Because some people are actually evil. They can stay around you for the same shit reason, to sabotage the shit out of you. It can be like they act on it, or it can how most of the time it's just the way it can be their action, be weight, it can be any kind of physical, or maybe they end up some even hire people to sabotage you. You know how evil people can be. So another thing about you giving up, have you ever noticed that whenever you are actually doing something that you don't love, it can be anything that you actually don't love, a lot of people are not in your business. Like you never hear someone like, oh my god, I can tell that you actually don't like your job because of how you look. Oh my god, you never hear such a way. Like you never hear someone telling you that you look. I'm not saying other people don't receive that. It's just that I've noticed that a lot of time when you're doing something that you don't love, a lot of people are not in your business. The only thing they'll be like, oh wow, she's gaining weight. Oh, they don't understand why you're gaining weight. They don't understand why you're losing weight. They don't understand why are you actually going whatsoever, because they don't know you. Like they don't know you the way you think that they know you. So they don't know anything about you until like you vocalize it. But most of the time when you start, have you ever noticed when you're starting something, to do something that is actually healthy, that you're benefiting, like the habit that actually benefiting you emotionally, mentally, spiritual, sexually, financially, a lot of people are starting to be in your business. Like that's how you know you're doing the right thing, because a lot of people won't be in your business if they're doing something wrong. Trust me, like they won't be in your business. They'll be like, oh, she's a loser now. Oh, like she's always in the clubs. Oh, she's wasted. She sleep with men to get alcohol. She sleep with men to get money for drugs. Like oh, like like you can tell, like they want you there. They want you there. How they actually saying it like they write you off. Like they write off like you won't have a destiny. Like your destiny is no more anymore. Like you don't have anything that's gonna, nothing that nothing good can come out from you. They act like you, like they're God or something. They act like you're God. That's why most of the time people are so surprised of the chosen one, because most of the time the chosen one are the one who go through the most. Like I hated to say this, but because I know like you don't have to be a chosen one to go through the most, but I'm just gonna say the chosen one always go through the most, because most of the time I think it was one of those people that make people like that one, that like that how much people don't believe in the fact that they can, the underdog can have their own destiny. The underdog can have their own time. The underdog can have the fucking extraordinary life, because most of the time it's either they're in drugs, or either they're sex prostitutes, or maybe they went through trafficking or human trafficking, or maybe they went through abuse. Like you won't even like notice that, like they go in broke, probably they disappear for years, probably went broke for 5 years or 10 years or something like that. Because I came across like a guy who was like, I didn't know at the time that he was a chosen one, but now it makes sense. Like the way God make you to see people, like your tribe, like you're gonna come across your tribe, you won't even know that a person is your tribe, but there was something about them that you'll never forget. Like when you come across people that actually your tribe, will never like forget them, like will never. So this guy, I didn't have much conversation with him, but I had a lot of conversation with his wife at the time. So when I came across him, I remember like when like when I came across him, I was like, there was something about it, like you can tell there's something different about this person, but you don't know what is it. So when later on his wife telling me about him, like she was telling me about his struggle, what he went through, I remember like I felt emotional, like I felt like I felt touched by whatever he went through. Like I like it was too much. Like I was like, oh my god, this guy, like he went through so much, and the way he responded, that what impressed me the most. Like how he responded throughout this whole shit, about how he went. Like most of the time, most men when they found out their wife cheated on them, they have do like stupid things, like trying to kill the nigga who actually uh uh shaking his wife, or maybe they try to kill the woman, or maybe they did just do a lot of awful things. But that guy, doing what he did, and lost everything. Like when the divorce was happening, obviously like the wife cheating, he went broke. Like I don't know how long, probably like 5 years, from like the top. Like it was on the peak in his career, and then everything just went down. And then when it went down, obviously he never thought like he will get divorced, or he never thought he would go through something that he went through, because like the things were happening for him, it were not happening for to him, they were happening for him. So his wife cheated on that period, and he didn't know because he trusts his wife. And at that time, he was not open to his psychic abilities. Mind you, he had it, but it's just that he was not open. He was even a medium, probably like he shut it down, because most of the time when we're kids, you see things that are actually weird, that make you a freak. You don't want to be a freak, because a lot of people are in your business when you're a freak. Like a lot of people will be in your business when you're a freak. So he shut all, like everything with his sensitive soul. So and all of he went through it. Like when he went through, like I got emotionally. Mind you, this guy already like hell from whatever. He got married again. But I was so touched. I couldn't forget him. Like I couldn't like sometimes I'll even picture myself bumping to him, or bumping to both of them in a restaurant when I'm actually like making, because like obviously I won't find people like that everywhere. People who actually love themselves, we won't find them everywhere. When you find them, probably they're in a place that they actually love. Like that's how they are. So I was like that how much they are. Like I like how he never gave up on life. I like the fact that he didn't view like what his wife did to him as something that is actually missing to him, or maybe like whatsoever. Like he didn't give up. He knew that he wanted to have a family. To him, family means wife, a healthy wife, a healthy children, a healthy. But he did had a one child with that woman. But he find a way to co-parent. He find a like he's so like he was one of the most healthiest men that I ever come across the first time in my life, and it was like wow. Like he didn't allow like what happened to him to stop opening up his heart. He didn't allow him whatever happened to him to be a dick. He didn't allow, you know, those people who are like, I'm hurt now, I'm gonna around hating other people, or fat women that are all bitches, so I'm just gonna go all and like be that, like, you know, though even women, like, oh, this man are I use that, I'm just gonna use them. Like I don't understand that kind of response, but I do understand you're doing it from a place of pain, because hurt people wanna hurt other people. It's a cycle, but I do know that it will always gonna come back and bite you. I don't care how much you lie to yourself, but yeah, it always gonna come back and bite you. Okay, when everyone is in your business, just know you're doing the right thing. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what is going on with your situation, but some people want you to give up. That's why they're in your business. No, it's not because whatsoever, maybe you're doing it the wrong thing. People who are actually like supportive of you, because the thing is, you don't need permission from anyone when you're doing something. You just need like, okay, I'm doing this, and as I'm doing this, it's scary, I don't know or whatsoever, but the only thing I need support. If they can't support you, like hardly trying to talk you out of it, just people will always try to talk you out of something, because that's where they are emotionally, mentally. That's where they are with their growth. They don't believe anyone can have multiple whatsoever, that you want to have multiple, because most of the time in the generation we're living in, having a lot of things that make sense to you, it's a must. And like we will have a lot of things that are actually falling apart in your life. you be like, maybe this is a sign that I need to give up. No, you don't need that. You don't know what is gonna happen. You don't know anything. Like, you're gonna get sick, obviously. You're gonna have to take a break. You're gonna have to retreat. You're gonna have to take care of your mental health, because I'm huge in taking care of yourself whenever you're doing something, because you don't know anything about anything. So as you don't know anything about anything, I'm not saying that you don't know anything, but it's just that it's okay when you don't know anything. It's okay to know not knowing the unknown. So anything can be falling apart. You don't know the future. Obviously, I mentioned that a couple of times. I think I mentioned that for most of my existence. So like, when things are all falling apart, obviously you didn't know, like, oh, probably tomorrow I will have this thing falling apart, or whatsoever. Like, you don't know. Like, you don't have to give up just because things are actually falling apart. You don't have to be like that. Even falling apart, it can mean friends ending, um family hating on you. It can be your company going bankrupt or whatsoever, everything just falling apart. I mean, I know sometimes, like, you wanna judge God, like, oh, like, God have his people, God has his favor, oh God, blah 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 blah. I don't know why we're so mean when things are falling apart. We are so mean. We're so judgmental of God. We tend to have not have faith in Him when things are actually. We don't understand that that's also a part of the preparation. The preparation, it's not like, oh hi my love, I'm just gonna prepare you, be ready for storm. No, sometimes storms come when you're just having lunch in a fine restaurant, having whatsoever, and then you receive a call that your house is burning. And you think about all the things that you do. Probably you are the type of a person who store money inside. You think about everything. You think about all the document. You think about the business proposal that you were doing. You think about everything that is actually falling apart. Probably you store your product inside your home, and you'll be like, wait, what? Like, you'll be so, like, only to find out, even the whole, like, the house is only left with probably like 22% of the burning house. Everything just burned, like everything burned. Probably not even insure your home. Like, that how it is. Sometimes you don't even know what, or maybe like you going, like, probably you just made a huge project in a company, and people were onto it. Like, it was a huge progress. Like, it was a huge project, to the point that you think probably gonna get promoted, and then to find out, because some bosses, I mean, they can use your skills, but you won't act like they don't see your value in whatever that you're doing. That's why you need to know your value before anything. So only to find out, the boss is kicking out of the company. Not only that, he find a replacement through nepotism, or probably it's a someone that he actually know. Like, it can be anything. Because sometimes things happen, you won't even understand why everything is falling apart in one time, why everything is going under in one time. So it doesn't mean you should give up. It doesn't mean you should give up. You can get sick, just take a break. Just allow yourself. I don't believe, okay, maybe there are companies that are actually like that, who don't allow you to chill, who don't allow you to, when you're sick, to take a leave. I will never understand company like that. I don't promote people to work for those companies, because those companies, I mean, like, they are so fucking mean. Like, why would you allow your employees to work for that long? Like, I don't understand people who allow people to work for 7 days. Like, for fucking 7 days. Like, how, like the companies that are actually like that. And I'm like, yo. So yeah, you don't have to give up on anything, despite the fact how it's going down, how everything is falling apart. You don't have to give up. Don't fucking give